Hustle hard like animals, knocking down on all the doors, chasing all the dollars, so my mama gon' be centerfold. Damien Dollar want 'em more, Damien Diamond solving more. Vision clear, we rack 'em up, make 'em real intangible.
Welcome to the Intangibles Podcast, presented by VZN, the home for basketball content. Hello! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back to the Intangibles Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Pio.
And I'm Laij.
And today, we don't have a guest. Kasi
Thank God.
kailangan may pag-usapan muna kami, yung mga hindi namin napag-usapan nung may mga guest kami.
Pero
Like,
ayos naman kasi
NBA
marami
free
namang
agency.
nangyari.
Yeah, marami nangyari. So like NBA free agency, the Summer League now. So, pero before that, batiin mo natin si Pio ng happy birthday. As of July 11, fun fact, medyo nag-film kami ng konti ni Laij ng sandali, tapos biglang humabol si Pio.
Oh,
So-
akala ko kasi may gagawin ako today sa dinner, pero yung parents ko may pinuntahan sila. So, sabi ko, sige, sali na ako. Wala naman akong gagawin.
Ayun.
In a good way, in a good way.
Ayan. So, ayan. Birthday nga niya. Anyway, ngayon pag-uusapan natin is NBA free agency, off-season moves, tsaka yung Summer League. So, unahin na natin, since kumabol nga si Pio. Pio, let's talk about the Rockets, bro.
Let's get it over with.
So, let's get it over with na.
Let's get it over with.
So they signed Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks, and Jeff Green. Sa pagkakaalam ko ito yung pagkakaalam ko. Hindi ko alam kung may sinign pa silang iba. Pero pagkakaalam ko ito yon. And they drafted Amen Thompson.
Si Jock Landale pala.
Ayun, Jock Landale. Tama.
He also got Jock Landale.
Pio, sige, thoughts.
I'll talk about the most important signing for the Rockets. First is Ime Udoka.
Yung coach yung inuna.
My coach. Hindi, to be honest, talaga hard rebuild na talaga sila ngayon. It's, from what I remember, 3 years removed from the James Harden era. So, they need a good coach. Josh Smith was too inexperienced. Ime Udoka was tried and tested. He went to the finals last season, but yun nga, nagka-issue siya with Boston. So, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Ime, I'm telling you, please wag. Pero nagugulan ako sa free agency signings ng Rockets, to be honest. Like, they drafted Amen Thompson like I thought they would, which is really good. Pero they started getting more and more point guards in already guard heavy lineup. Ilan yung guards nila dati? Ilan yung guards nila now?
Okay, namely, sino ba? Jalen Green, KPJ,
Kenyon
Amen.
Martin.
No, Kenyon Martin sa guard, bro.
Kevin Martin.
Who?
Wala na si Kenyon Martin.
Wala na yun. Nasa
Wala na
Clippers
ba?
na.
He got
thank God.
traded.
So, Jalen Green, KPJ, Amen, FVV.
Fred VanVleet. Sino isa?
Meron pa
Yun
ba?
lang.
Yun lang. Actually,
Yun
apat. So, pwede mong gawing
Cam
1-2 yun.
Whitmore.
No, but
Also,
kasi
They guys
Cam Whitmore sa 3.
drafted Cam Whitmore.
Cam Whitmore sa 3.
no, but kasi they have 4 guards. The problem is they only have 1 shooting guard. Jalen Green is the only shooting guard. Fred VanVleet is a point guard for sure. KPJ is a point guard for. I can't imagine KPJ being a 2. Amen Thompson.
Wasn't he a 3
He can
sa
shoot the 3.
Cleveland?
Sino?
Wasn't KPJ a 3?
I don't know.
Shooting
But
guard
he played him
actually
at point.
si KPJ.
He was Jalen Green's point guard, if I'm not mistaken. Tapos, Amen Thompson, he can shoot threes. It doesn't mean he should. He's known more for his athleticism and his passing. So, hindi ko lang gets. They have 3 point guards. Starting lineup nila siguro. Actually,
Pretty decent.
it's decent. Like, Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, Alperen Sengun. That's pretty okay.
Tapos off the bench, you have Amen, KPJ,
Thompson, KPJ,
Tari
everyone
Eason
else.
or Cam Whitmore, and then Jock
John Wall is there
Landale.
also. Diba?
Tipo pala. Di ba free agent?
Wala.
Free agent na
Wala.
si John Wall. Alam ko
Tagal lang
free.
wala si
But
John Wall.
fatigue off. Play in team. Fatigue off.
Fatigue off.
Fatigue
Okay.
off. Play
Fatigue
in
off.
team. Play in team. I think the addition of Fred VanVleet is really it's gonna do good for Jalen Green. He
Pero,
won't be
okay, before, yun nga, diba, we refilmed this. Anyway, Laij and I talked about na medyo, in contract-wise, medyo alanganin. Not only did they give a big-ass contract to Fred VanVleet, but they gave Dylan Brooks a bigger contract than Austin Reeves. Tapos, they have rookie contracts, like Jalen Green, Alperen, Jabari Smith. And if they're gonna continue with KPJ is still there. And then soon enough, si Amen at saka si Cam Whitmore. So that's through 4 years yung contract ng dalawa. Pero midway those 4 years, you're gonna have to sign those young guys if you want to keep them.
Yeah.
So
Personally, as of right now, there's only like three young guys that I'd keep from them. Alperen,
Mhm.
Jabari Smith, and Amen Thompson. Respectfully, everyone else.
Reasonable.
Kasi Amen Thompson, low yung floor pero high ceiling.
Also
So,
depends kung paano maglalaro si Jalen Green now that he has a
Jalen
vet.
Green.
Hindi, I think
Not that he has
yung
a vet.
sinasabi mo kay Amen, not really low yung floor, high ceiling. It's low risk, high reward. I think yun yung sinasabi mo.
Yeah.
Kasi sa totoo lang, mas mataas, for me mas mataas yung potential niya kay Jalen. No.
Di
Mas
naman
mataas
siguro.
potential niya kay Jalen Green. Pero mas safe na bet si Amen Thompson.
Si Amen Thompson, yeah.
Kasi si Amen, he can play defense eh.
Yeah,
At saka mas maganda IQ niya
Tsaka mas
compared kay
matangkad siya na
Jalen
point guard. Matangkad siya na guard in
Yeah.
the first place. So
Isa pa yan.
which is an advantage in itself.
And athleticism, parang parehas lang eh.
Almost.
Pero,
I feel like
yun nga,
Jalen's
Amen
more
Thompson is
athletic.
bigger.
Yeah. At Amen
Yeah.
Thompson's a lot bigger. Okay, anyway.
Yun yun.
Sige, go. Ano?
No, if they were to only sign one of the young guys, Alperen.
Gusto
Basta sure ball. For me, Alperen lang yung sure ball eh.
si modern
Yeah,
day, modern day
Hakim. You know, the guy Laij wanted the Spurs to draft in 2021 ba? 2022.
Josh, 21. Josh
21.
bro.
Anyway, next.
Okay. Let's move on to the Heat players, which are Gabe Vincent.
The ones who left.
Yes. Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. So Gabe Vincent to the Lakers, Max Strus to Cleveland. So Laij, again, since we filmed this, Laij, pwede mo pakisabi yung thoughts mo on the Gabe Vincent thing nga. Kasi medyo nakakakat ka rin naman nung last time. So
yeah, so pinag-usapan namin ni Matt and I said to him na the Lakers are probably the biggest winners in this year's free agency in terms of what they actually should do.
Yeah.
The fact na in-address nila yung needs nila, and in addition, they also kept their core. They were able to resign D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Hachimura, and sino yan? Si Jared Vanderbilt, diba?
Vanderbilt on a player option. Team option.
Pero when it comes to Gabe Vincent, they needed shooting. They needed more shooting, and that's what Gabe Vincent provides for the team. So
additionally, Cam Reddish and Torian Prince.
Ayun, isa pa.
Lakers?
Yung dalaw pa yun. So, ayun, a much improved job for the Lakers front office this offseason. And I think it's a very underrated signing. Not really underrated. It's a very good signing that they got out of Gabe Vincent.
I agree.
Tapos,
sorry, go lang.
I was gonna go to Max Strus na pero sige na.
Sorry. For Gabe Vincent, I agree. The Lakers, they've heard it all last season at kailangan talaga nila ng shooting. So, yun nga, props to them for addressing the needs like what Laij said. If we're gonna see the potential play-in team, syempre yung play-off team, kumbaga, syempre you can't count out LeBron pa rin. I'm not saying sure ball finals. Personally, it all depends on how Anthony Davis talaga will play. He's their best player. While LeBron is their most valuable player.
Parang Jokic and Murray. Yeah, so like Jokic is LeBron and Murray is like
Just
Anthony
Anthony
Davis.
Davis.
Pinak-
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has to play well. He has to play well.
And if we're looking at it, tama si Laij. Gabe Vincent, low risk, very high reward. Like, if it doesn't translate, then they just have another shooter backup shooter. But if he plays what like he did in the Heat, and the Heat they're really good at developing players talaga, then they'll be fine.
Okay, pero ako,
Ayun nga,
teka, sorry. Sorry, go, Laij.
I'm gonna add lang yung the reason why I said na they're the winners. Kasi when you think about it again, wala silang pinakawalan eh. Yung Lakers. Sa totoo
Yeah,
lang, wala
they
silang
kept their core.
pinakawalan.
Yeah. Anyway, let's keep this short and sweet, no? Yung sa Cleveland signing ni Max Strus. I personally think it won't be a big
It's not a
enough.
big deal.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Pinag-usapan namin ni Matt. Pero sige, go on, Matt. Pinag-usapan namin.
It's really not a big deal. I mean, you already have the pieces you need. Although, I personally believe, iko-connect ko na lang din dun sa Miami. I personally believe na yung mga Miami Heat players na nagsasign somewhere else in the offseason only
don't
shine
do well.
only do well in Miami because of their system. Not
Yeah.
because they are really good players. Like malamang they're good, they're in the NBA, pero
NBA.
they're not someone na parang bibigyan mo ng malaking contract on a different team,
I agree.
diba?
Like,
So like, I mean,
But if we're gonna compare Vincent and Strus, give Vincent ako.
for sure,
Mm-mm.
Si Strus,
Caleb Martin
Wala.
played better than Max Strus in the playoffs.
yeah. Max
So, like,
Strus is, I don't know.
He's very
Vincent, I have high hopes.
for NBA standards. Max Strus is very average.
He's the definition of mid.
Yeah, for
Ano,
sure.
He's the definition of mid.
And sa bagay, they kind of have to prove themselves now that they have a big contract. Kasi Miami Heat, like I said before, Miami Heat players signing on a different team usually don't do well. Hassan Whiteside, Kendrick Nunn, those
Derrick
kinds
Jones
of
Jr.
Derrick Jones Jr., like yung mga ganong klaseng players. Pero let's see. Medyo mataas naman yung tiwala ko kay Gabe Vincent. He's not someone like Kendrick Nunn, I believe.
Also, since we're talking about the Heat already, medyo I feel bad for them, to be honest. Kasi they traded all their assets.
In hopes to
Right.
get Dame.
No, right before Dame said, I want to get traded and I want to trade to Miami. The Heat now have no assets to trade for
Actually, nga no.
for
Wala.
Dame. There's no. Like, if I'm the Blazers, I would not pick up Duncan Robinson's $90 million contract. That's really insane to me.
If they kept Gabe Vincent, probably.
No, for me, if they didn't make those off-season moves, that's an easy trade. Vincent, Strus, draft capital for Dame.
I don't think
That's
they have
okay.
draft capital anymore. Do they have draft capital? I don't think they have draft capital anymore.
Wala. They only have
They don't
two.
they
That's
have
tradable.
don't they have for the Oladipo trade?
That was
Wala eh. Kasi di ba Stephen really can't trade
yeah, you can-
consecutive.
Oh, in
you
one
can.
off-season?
So, alam ko yung tradable first nila, dalawa lang eh.
Na-trade
And
na nila.
actually, ayun nga. Dalawa lang.
Dalawa lang. Di pa nila natitrade.
2028 at saka 2030.
Wow.
Ayun nga. Sa
Like,
Miami Heat,
yung sinasabi mo kanina.
ang sinasabi ko, the Miami Heat, they're very endangered on becoming the biggest losers this free agency kasi it's Damian Lillard or bust eh. Yun lang talaga yung plano nila. Who else do they have on their
But,
list? Wala
yun
eh,
nga.
Damian Lillard lang talaga.
It's Lillard their bust, and right now it's looking like they can't get him. I don't know who they would trade for Dame that the Blazers would want, considering the Blazers all in na sila sa kay Scoot. All in na yan.
Scoot and Anthony Simons and Shaedon
Anthony
Sharp.
Simons. Yeah,
Yung tatlong
all in na
yun.
yan.
Yung
All
tatlong
in na
yun.
yan.
Yeah.
Tsaka si
even though,
Jeremy Grant.
That's a good
Jeremy
young
Grant.
core, by the way. That's a good young
Those
core.
4 players.
That's
kailangan na lang nila
good
ng
for players to
front court.
build. Don't they have Nurkic?
They have Nurk.
I think, feeling ko they have a plan on trading him rin eh. So yeah, going back to the Heat. may tiwala ko na Damian's gonna end up with Miami eventually. Yung report kasi is they're looking for another team to help segue a trade. Kasi it's been reported na
Aren't they looking for Tyler Hero?
I don't think, if I'm the Miami Heat, I wouldn't trade Tyler Hero.
yun
I'm
ang
not trading it.
ayaw ng Blazers. They don't want Tyler Hero daw. Since si Tyler Hero very valuable, I think the Portland Trail Blazers would rather have draft capital than having Tyler Hero. So ayun nga, yung report is they're gonna look for a third team for Tyler Hero.
They are
Tapos yung
looking
third team
for
na
him.
yon, they're gonna give first
that
for
person to the
draft
Blazers.
assets.
Okay. But
Mhm.
yeah, tama naman. Hero is already, yung mentality na niya is, I'm him eh. Marami na siyang napatunayan. He's the best six man in the world eh.
Right now.
So,
Yeah, right now.
Admittedly he's the best six man in the world. So, if he goes to a team, bobo.
Hindi, sige lang. Hello?
See?
Theo.
Hello, sorry. If,
Di na ako yun.
hindi, PLDT na yun.
PLDT na yun.
Oh, sige. Oh.
And if he goes to a team, especially a young team, ipapakita niya talaga, I'm him.
Yo,
You're gonna play for me.
since we're talking about Tyler Hero, I just wanna bring this up. There's been reports na yung third team na potentially na pwede. There's two teams Sabi daw, it's the Brooklyn Nets and the San Antonio Spurs. So,
I don't want him in
honestly,
San
sa totoo
Antonio.
lang
I don't want him in San Antonio, bro. I'm sorry.
Sa totoo lang yung sa Brooklyn, they have much more to give for Dame
And it's much more worth it. Given na young guys yung mga nandun eh. So like, add another young
pero
guy.
there's also another report na Damon only wants to be a Miami Heat and he doesn't want to be traded anywhere else. So it's ang gulo talaga ng Damian Lillard situation. So if
It's very
ever
sad
mangyari
also.
talaga, so if ever mangyari yung Damian Lillard, which probably will, it's gonna be a 3-teamer or a 4-teamer.
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big.
It's
Okay.
gonna be a big trade. It's gonna rock the NBA.
Pero speaking of trades, mamaya na yun. Unahin muna natin let's make it quick. I mean, Bruce Brown to the Pacers.
That was so sad, bro.
That was so
That
sad.
was so sad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
He's expected
For
to
the
stay,
money.
but yeah,
For the money na yan.
For the money. D-Rose to Memphis. Laij.
I really wish. Okay lang. Mentor for Ja. Yeah, sure.
Pwede.
They
I
have
really
Marcus
wish
Smart
he
for that,
could
bro.
have.
They have Marcus Smart,
yeah.
by the way. Oo nga, they have Marcus Smart.
I really wish D-Rose could have went to a sure ball contender talaga. I just want him to win a chip.
Ako rin,
Oh,
to be
Pero
honest.
okay na yun, honestly.
On Bruce Brown, I'll make it fast lang also. I think the Nuggets, they're still a good team. Pero it's the same thing na, you know how the Warriors didn't think that they could do it without like Gary Payton, Otto Porter, and like their bench. They were like, hindi, yung core natin nandito. Like, syempre different, pero I just think the Nuggets I think they're playing it off a little bit smaller than they should be. Than it actually is. Kasi bench yun eh. Importante yun sa kanila eh.
Nawala rin si Jeff Green, yung leader nila. Probably.
Yeah, like,
a vocal leader. They lost him.
Vocal leader nila. So, it may not seem like a big change, but I'm pretty sure the Nuggets know what's up.
Internally,
they know what they lost.
Yeah. Oladipo to the Thunder.
That's just sad, bro. He went from an all-star.
That's your man, bro.
He got traded for money. That's so sad. You were an all-star.
Yeah, pero injuries kasi, I think. I don't know if he's still gonna be effective in OKC. Given the amount of rookie guards na kinuha ng buwisit na Thunder na yan. We have 5 guards now, guys. We have 5 point guards. Jesus Christ. Oh! Nakuha namin si Usman Garuba.
Usman Garuba.
Gago, galing Rockets yun, pre, ha? Huwag ka.
Tay. Oo nga.
Galing Rockets yun na.
What the heck,
Bro,
B?
when I watch the Rockets, bro, I don't like them enough to like learn their names, bro.
I don't blame you.
As a fan, I only look at one, bro.
B. No
Alperi.
disrespect, B. Am I allowed to rant on the Houston Rockets? I know you're a
Later.
Rockets fan.
Later.
Later.
Bro, they
Later
got
na lang.
another point
Hindi,
guard
quit
pala,
na.
so they have like 6.
6.
Jeez. They have
Wait lang, may Patty
Washington
Mills
now.
pa kayo.
No,
May
we
Patty
traded
Mills lang
we
kayo.
traded Patty
Nga
Mills
pala, nga
for
pala.
Rudy
They
Gay,
traded Patty.
which is I think would be good. They needed the vet.
They need a wing defender.
Wing defender, that's a vet, which is I like. Usman
Garuba.
Garuba, Tai Washington, and a second round pick. Another pick. So they have Josh Giddey now, Tai Washington, Carson ba to? Kayson. Di ko Wallace. Kayson Wallace. Treyman, Shea. Daming point guard. Naiirita ako. Tapos yung center namin, Usman Garuba.
Spurs,
No, you have Chet.
trade
Chet.
one of them to Spurs.
No, bro.
We need
Like
the point guard.
I think
small.
we can. I don't know. I'll talk more about like Chet later in the Wembanyama when we get to him. Because I said something like earlier this week about it.
Later on na
But
lang.
later on na lang. But the Thunder, honestly, I don't know what they're doing in this rebuild. Respectfully. Like, yeah,
May-
already have SGA and Josh Giddey. Sige, Chet. Pero Lou Dort and
Jalen Williams ata.
both Jalen Williamses. Both Jalen Williamses. Diba? Dalawa yun, diba? Si,
Oh, dalawa.
Sobrang
Diba,
cliche.
Si Jalen at saka si Jalen.
Jalen. Both Jalen
Yung nakita mo
Williamses.
yung interview na yun, Matt?
Oh, yung sinabi niya, the real
yung babae,
Jalen. The real Jalen
Real
Williams.
Jalen.
The Jalen.
Tapos yung reaction ni yung reaction nung isa, bro, what? Sobrang weird nung interview na yun eh.
But yun nga, it's weird to me. Na
May nakuha ba silang
para
draft capital yung OKC
I don't know.
for this?
They have another second round pick na nakuha through trade.
Yeah.
Adding
Actually,
to their what?
Agree.
Adding to their what? Like 12 more in the coming 4 years?
Bro, like I know we joked about it a lot, but like if they're really banking on that whole Bronny James LeBron thing, I'm gonna laugh at them.
I will hate the Thunder if they do that.
If that's what they're doing, like
Hindi, pero
I know-
they're not gonna get that
They're not
high of a
gonna-
pick anymore.
True.
They're not gonna get that high of a pick anymore, I feel like. Even if that was their plan, hindi na ganun kataas yung pick na makukuha nila. Given na they got
Medyo-
into the play-in nang wala si Chet, nang wala yung ibang mga players, nang walang ibang vet, now that they
Yeah.
got that, I mean, I feel like they'd be higher. Not that high, but they'll be higher than they were last year.
Yung problema ko lang sa OKC daw is yung rotation nila.
I don't
Yeah.
get it. Di ko alam kung anong gagawin nila.
I've seen that you guys have like 20 plus players as of right now.
Yes, I don't get it.
So,
Di ko alam kung saan-
Maraming makakat.
Marami nga talaga. Hindi ko alam kung sino nasa lineup na ngayon.
I'm really hoping one of those will be a guard para ma-pick up ng Spurs kasi wala kaming guard eh.
Don't you have
Pero,
Trey Jones?
yeah.
You have Trey Jones, bro. You can resign.
That's it.
You can
Yun
pick
lang.
up. You can pick up Joshua Primo back.
Dusumo? No. Oh, no, it's not gonna happen.
It's not
Nabasa
gonna
ko.
happen.
Parang
He's banned,
wala na sila.
Yeah.
No, pwede pa naman. He can still play pero wala na sa list yan eh. Wala na sa list ng Spurs.
No, like he's probably banned from the Spurs. I'd be very surprised if they got him back. I'd be very surprised.
Speaking of the Spurs, Laij si Cedi Osman.
Oh yeah,
That's
Cedi
good.
Osman.
The greatest FIBA player of all
For
time.
some reason,
Nagbubuhat ng bansa.
But
for some
Mhm.
reason,
Shout out
nagbabansa
Samson.
ng buhat eh. No? First
sa
reason,
mga hindi nakakaalam nung Olympic qualifiers, man. Basta
In one of our episodes.
in one of parang yung kami ni Samson sa Matt, pinag-uusapan namin, may mga NBA players na nag-FIBA eh. Akala mo all in sa pustahan sa ice tubig. Sabi ni Samson, nagbubuhat ng bansa tawag dyan.
pero ayun nga, ayun. Going back to Chedi, for some reason, San Antonio has been not really dying. Parang they really wanted to get Chedi Osman talaga. I think, okay. Ako,
Okay.
decent pick up. I think it's an okay pickup for me kasi we got a free second rounder for that. And also we got Lamar Stevens as well. So
Wala
I think
talaga
it's a
kayong
nice
guard.
pickup.
Wala
Yeah,
talaga
you
kayong
need a
guard.
guard,
Feeling ko
bro.
si
You
Devin
need a
Vassell
guard,
gagawin
bro.
yung
Yeah,
point
pero
guard.
You need a
we really
guard,
want
bro.
a guard, bro.
That's the one thing you need. Trey Jones, Darmy Sohan, Vassell, what?
Ang dami nilang
Ang
bigs.
guard.
Keldon.
Kami yung may kailangan nun eh.
Keldon Johnson,
Kami
bro.
yung may
Fuck.
kailangan nun eh. Hindi naman.
Forgot. Sino yun yung
Gusto niya si...
favorite play ni Byron? Doug McDermott.
Hindi, okay. Yeah. Ang dami naming wings. Ang dami naming wings.
Marami kayong
Kailangan ng-
combo wing Like yung mga 3-4.
3-4s.
Mga ganun.
Yun ang
Marami
gusto
siya
ng
sinusunod.
Spurs. Yun ang trip ng Spurs ngayon eh. Parang Raptors eh, no?
Bro, Keldon
Combo-
Johnson is
combo
what?
wing.
Hindi.
Keldon Johnson is what?
wing.
6'5". Keldon Johnson is
6'6".
6'6".
Ang difference
6'5".
naman,
Six.
ang difference naman ng Spurs at saka sa Raptors, yung Spurs, mga 3-4. Puta, yung Raptors, all in sila.
1 to 5 yun eh.
1 to 5,
1 yun.
4. 1 to 5, 4. Yun.
Weird eh.
Anyway,
Wembanyama.
Matt, Zach Collins for Josh Giddey.
what the fuck?
Gago.
Gusto niyong big, di ba?
Gago,
Zach Collins
may
for
nakita-
Treyman.
Actually, papayag ako dun. I don't think Treyman's not effective
Zach
anymore.
Payag ako dun.
For real,
After
effective siya
that
pero
poster?
wala siyang defense eh. Wala siyang defense.
After that posters.
We have Wallace now. It's fine.
Honestly.
It's fine. Okay, anyway, moving
Yeah.
on. Moving on.
Wembanyama. Let's talk about it, bro.
Mamaya. Summer League
Later.
natin.
Sa
Summer League.
Summer League.
Summer League na yan.
Sige. Summer League.
Let's talk about the two
Excited.
trades first. Ay, two ba to? Ay, one. Biggest trade. First of all, wait lang. Nick Nurse to the Sixers, right? I
That's
think
a good coach, bro. That's better
that's a-
than Doc Rivers.
That's a good move. Although, hindi pa natin alam kung saan mapupunta si James Harden kasi he went for a sign-and trade dapat.
So he opted in and is looking to be traded.
let's see kung ganun
Yeah.
mangyayari.
Let's see if it will push through.
Anyway,
But if I were him, I'd stay, bro. That's Nick
I'd
Nurse.
say that's Nick Nurse.
That's an
a good
NBA
coach.
champion. That's
That's a
an
good
NBA
coach.
champion.
The Suns also now have Vogel,
Frank Vogel.
and they traded for Bradley Beal
Bradley Beal.
for Chris Paul with signings of Yuta Watanabe and Eric Gordon. So the team, they don't have a point guard except camping. They're gonna make Devin Booker a scorer of their point guard.
I think the
Eric
plan is to
Gordon
make.
play point.
I think their plan is to make Beal their point guard. If I'm not mistaken, huh? No, it's up to them, bro. We don't know who's gonna play point guard or anything, but of my opinion,
Biglang Bill off the bench, camping magka-start to, panis.
ito, my
Sobrang redundant kasi ni Booker and Bill eh. Sobrang redundant talaga.
I didn't understand it. Like, I was talking to one of my friends. Shout out sa'yo, Mavi. Coach Mavs ng AMP.
Ang puti.
Anyway.
Akala ko coach wag ng Mavs
Hindi.
phenomenal eh.
Hindi. Parang kami nag-usap NBA talk yan. But, parang tinanong niya ako, ano yung thoughts mo sa Beal trade? Sabi ko, well, naging bata. They became younger. Chris Paul is like, 38?
38.
Pero it didn't address any of their needs. Sa akin kasi yung immediate needs naman ng Suns, like, okay, you can decide who the point guard is. That, I think, mas madali yun kaysa sa problem ng bench nila. And then they improved. Eric Gordon and Yuta Watanabe, that's already really, really good. If they're gonna play camping sa point guard or have him off the bench, all he's gonna do is pass. All he's gonna do is pass. All he's gonna do is pass. Yeah, all he's gonna do is pass.
Sino big nila off the bench? His name,
What's his
Bismack?
name, bro?
Mo Bamba.
Bismack.
Ay, joke lang, di pala.
Mo Bamba
Mo Bamba
is
si
with
Bamba?
Sixers.
No way, bro.
Philly si Mo
Mo
Bamba.
Bamba is in Philly.
No.
Wait lang.
Bismack
The Suns
Biyombo.
have
Sino
an
my
interest.
goat, bro? Frank the Tank?
Si Kaminsky?
Frank the Tank ba?
Free
Ano ba
agent,
siya?
free agent
Frank
na
the
yun.
Tank.
Free agent na
Get
yun.
him.
May,
Get him ba?
may interest ang Suns with Bol.
The
Oo nga
fuck?
pala.
So, they have interest in signing Bol.
The fuck? Tayo mo tayo. Nakita niyo yung sinend ko sa GC? Yung pag-sirline ni
The Twig Trees.
Twig 3.
The twig. Yeah. Si Poku, si Bol, at saka si
Chet.
Chet.
Nag-sign ng puro big man,
So
puro naman ang
weird.
papayat.
Ito but yun nga, going back, I've always felt like the immediate needs of the Suns would be their bench. Looking at it now, they're the team not named the Nuggets who I'd put as a legitimate contender for the championship already.
But that's
You
what
can
we
talk
said
about
when KD was there.
no, but that's because they traded their whole lineup for him. They were playing, yun talaga yung kailangan fatigue off para maglaro sa kanila. Si Aiton, si Josh Okogie, shout out the greatest power forward of all time.
Is he still there?
I think he's still there. KD, Booker, and Chris Paul, they really needed to play fatigue off. Or yun nga, they needed to rely. Now, they don't need to do that as much. They don't need to rely on campaign scoring because they have Utah and Eric Gordon. So,
And pwede nilang pagpalit-palitan si Devin Booker at saka si Bradley Beal sa position.
Bradley Beal. Yeah, so for me, if I'm basing it off talent right now, and I know a lot of you Suns haters are gonna come at me for it. I already know it. Pero they needed a bench. They have a bench now. Personally, I think they're probably the only team not named the Nuggets who I can think of na talagang they're it. Championship.
Probably, yeah. Pero okay. Well, speaking of the trade, last two signings tapos Summer League. Last two trades pala. Chris Paul to the Warriors. How the hell will
Can
that
I
be?
talk
How the
about-
hell? Yeah, go.
Can I start?
Go ahead.
Sa totoo lang, polar opposites. Warriors, fast-paced. Chris Paul, slow-paced.
Half-court set.
So, hindi mo talaga gets no? I think yung gustong gawin ng Warriors dito is siya yung mag-lead ng second string, si Chris Paul. There is no way magsasabay si Chris Paul at saka si Steph Curry.
Although
There's no
Steph,
Pero even
Steph started the NBA as a 2.
No,
Pero-
that's not it. It's not a question of who's gonna play point guard.
No.
It's the roster.
I mean like he started as a 2, so kaya niya rin mag-off ball movement.
Yeah.
No, it's known that he can play off ball. But it's the roster. Like,
They have no
If you all
defense
see
anymore.
if you saw that Bleacher Report or Basketball Forever, parang the new death lineup, holy shit. Gago. Fuck.
I don't.
Fuck.
can't over-exaggerate. Pero when you think about, kasi hindi talaga match eh. Sobrang weird talaga ng fit niya.
Yep.
Kasi even though sabi nung second line, nasa bench si Chris Paul, it's still fast-paced kasi yun ang laro ng Warriors eh. So we have to see if mag-a-adapt ba yung Warriors with how Chris Paul plays. Because for me
Chris Paul
personally,
plays.
Chris Paul can adapt to a fast-paced
Ganun siya. That's how he survived eh.
and this
His set play point guard. Unless may Lob City siya, which is wala naman.
No, yun nga yung sinasabi ng like analysts ngayon. So with Chris Paul with the Warriors, anyone who says he's starting, you're crazy. There's no way he's gonna start
He
on
shouldn't.
this team.
He
He shouldn't
shouldn't.
start.
shouldn't.
For everyone's reference ulit, baka nakalimutan nyo na the starting five of the Golden State Warriors, Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney,
Yep.
were once said to be the best starting five as a team in the playoffs. I think first round. Like statistically, they were the best starting five. So, refresher lang yun. Chris Paul off the bench. Laij is right. The Warriors are sila yung nagpuuso ng fast-paced play sa NBA. But with Chris Paul, yun nga, I think they didn't get worse. You can't get worse with Chris Paul. It's just that
Yeah.
you didn't get any better. For me, you're gonna develop Kuminga. You don't have Lob City. For sure, yun yung nakikita niyang path dun.
Si Kuminga.
No, like,
Si
if you look
Kuminga
at
yung magiging center
if you
na
look-
si Kuminga eh.
if you look at their bench, like who I think they'd play Chris Paul with. So it's Chris Paul, Gary Payton Jr., Moses Moody, and Jonathan Kuminga.
And whoever the
And-
big is.
What should have been James Wiseman. So
Honestly.
whoever you are, anyway, those two of those guys are athletic as fuck. You have Gary Payton and Kuminga. To be honest, Chris Paul doesn't need a fast pace na look for a three. If they get the ball in transition, Kuminga just needs to run. Yun lang yun.
But
Run.
they need scorers off the bench.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Kasi Jordan
Chris
Poole
Paul-
himself, nahirapan na siya lang eh.
yeah, that's the thing nga. So, I don't know. You didn't get worse. You didn't get any better.
Let's
Chris
see. I mean,
Paul.
If
they're
ever man,
Corey Joseph.
oh
They
yeah,
have Corey Joseph?
they have Corey Joseph. Don't they have like
He's
Ty
also a
Jerome or
guard.
someone?
Get a big! That's it. Get a big. If
Wait,
totoo yung
ang
reports
nakita ko-
na si Saric nasa Golden State na.
he is
But he's not a center. That's
They
not how
don't-
he plays.
wala daw silang player above 6'11".
6'10".
6'10.
Saric is 6'10".
Saric
Siya
is
na yung
6'10.
pinakamatangkad nila.
Golden State is the
So,
shortest
it's weird.
team in the NBA.
I mean, okay,
One
they're
good thing
champions for a
about-
reason. They're a good franchise for a reason. So malay mo naman.
Yeah, pero I don't know.
I don't
I
see
don't
it
know.
working. I don't see it working.
But they're gonna make the
thing about-
playoffs. They're gonna make the playoffs.
They will. They will. One good thing about this trade is they're thankful na if ever man magkasabay si Chris Paul and Curry, Golden State is very thankful na Curry can play off ball. So
But-
sabihin natin facilitator si Chris Paul. Siyempre, off ball ang laro ni Steph. Pero
But you have
it's just-
Draymond for
hindi
that
talaga-
purpose.
No, like
it's just
it's
sobrang
different.
redundant
It's
talaga eh.
different. Like, I'll agree with Laij. That was one of the immediate needs the Warriors needed. Was playmaking outside of Steph Curry. So that's gone na kagad. When they played that version of the lineup with Poole, tangina walang. You saw it wasn't it eh. Now with Chris Paul, if teams are gonna double Steph Curry to make a play, you can't double him now, and you sure as hell can't leave Chris Paul open even if you say he's old. So
Magaling
it
pa rin naman
addresses
siya.
that.
Magaling pa rin naman siya.
Magaling pa naman
guys.
siya. But the thing is nga, defensively, it's
That's
gonna
a
put a
problem.
lot of pressure on Clay, Wiggins, and Draymond,
and Looney.
and Looney, and
Basta wala
Gary
wala
Payton,
silang backcourt.
and
defense.
those guys, right? That's a lot of pressure. They don't have defense at the 1 and the 5, respectfully. 2, 3, 4, they're fine. 2, 3, 4, they're fine. 1 and the 5, that's it.
I think Coach Steve Kerr is overrated. Pero if first somehow napagana niya tong Chris Paul and Steph Curry na to, I think that's gonna validate na he's actually a good coach. So,
To be
yun lang, for me,
honest,
that's my take lang.
Lige, I feel like it was validated nung last
he won.
championship ni Steph.
When he won their last championship.
I think that was the validation.
Yeah.
Kasi you can't say na Steph carried that team, bro. Like, I mean, you can, but like, of course, a system had to be put.
The adjustments
place.
that they made between
Pero,
games 3 to 5 of the finals were crazy. For them to win.
Fair. Pero, with how I look at it, kasi for me, Warriors talaga yun eh. Kasi, for me, experience, may bias talaga ako when it comes to experience eh. I mean, Celtics was very good. Pero, I'm not really saying na, I'm not trying to be harsh naman with Coach Steve Kerr. Pero, ayun nga lang.
I mean, fair.
Paano ba?
Yeah.
Hindi, gets naman. Pero,
I'm not saying he's a bad coach naman. I'm just saying na, alam mo yun,
yeah.
he's gonna be an all-time great talaga if, I'm just saying, he's gonna be an all-time great
He's-
if napag niya na to. Not saying
an-
mag-champion sila.
He's an all-time great
Mapalayo
right
niya yung
now
Golden
already.
State.
He's part of the top 15 head coaches of all time.
And, yeah.
Well, okay, wait. Anyway, kasi medyo napatagal tayo sa off-season. Before we go into the summer league, man, Jordan Poole, bro, to the Washington Wizards. I saw a lot of posts saying that he looks depressed during those photo shoots.
Yeah, I saw it too.
The man,
I mean, who wants to go to no offense, Wizards fans, pero
No,
who wants to
the
go
guy looks
to that
like he hasn't
franchise right
taken
now?
a bath and took like a haircut in for so long and shaved his facial hair for so long. Like, I don't know. The guy looks so sad.
ano yun? I think Draymond himself was the one who said it. He came from probably right now the most popular franchise. Like probably it's the Golden State Warriors. One of the best environments to be in. Parang you're a minimum playoff team if you're there. Minimum.
Yep.
And now he's going to a team like the Wizards that hasn't really seen anything.
Mhm.
Like, labanan sila ni Kuzma. Sino mas gwapo? Yun lang. Oo.
Yeah.
Sige.
I had my share of being desperate as a Spurs fan, especially in this rebuild. Pero medyo yung situation ng Wizards, it's more depressing. Pero if I'm Jordan Poole, I wouldn't keep my head down. You're the main guy now. So, may freedom na si Jordan Poole. So, you're gonna hoop. May freedom kang, he has way more freedom to play basketball.
Prove yourself then, di ba?